Welcome back, Netrunners. We're here with the players of round 4. Holly and Walter, exciting games. We're going to get to that in 1 second, but I want to tell you guys about this giveaway that we're doing right here, right now. You could be the winner of this fantastic SMC plushie. Here's what you need to do. Go ahead into those Twitch comments. First of all, you need to be following this channel, dodgepong, on Twitch. Once you're following it, head into chat and type the phrase #selfmod. No spaces, no capitals, #selfmod. You're going to have the time of this interview to do so, and once we finish up, we will announce the winner here live, and we'll get you guys this amazing plushie. So, Walter and Holly, tell us about those games. Let's start with the game 1. Definitely an exciting conclusion.
I deserved it.
Walter, why don't you start us off? Because we were looking at that starting hand of yours, and man, there's a lot of good stuff in that hand. Tell us about it.
Honestly, all of a sudden, when you asked that question, my mind kind of blanked. But as I recall, I had some transactions.
Yep.
I think it was like
there was a
hedge
green level
fund. Yeah, green level to hedge fund. I put a piece of ice down.
Yes, I believe there was also the snare there and the C source from very early on, and the construction company, right? That got on the board.
I mean, the core of my deck is transactions to make money.
Yep.
Score out with your construction company, and if they give you grief, blow their heads off with squares. So the whole, it's ready.
Right. We also really appreciated the include of lateral growth there. That was a really cool transaction that, if you have the influence for it, might as well.
I mean, so you've got in your Building a Better World deck, you've got the classic restructure and hedge fund and beanstalk.
Yep.
But there's also those two ETF or HB transactions,
yes.
green level
They're
and
Yes.
and lateral growth, both of which give you 3 and don't slow you down. Because it can easily be like, I'm spending too many clicks making money, I don't have time to install ice or whatever.
And that's a great idea, right, is going fast and kind of rushing it out and forcing the runner into uncomfortable situations.
Yeah, I mean, my belief is that once the runner is ready, once they've got their entire rig and they're making money, you'll never win. So the goal of the game is to win before the runner is ready, or if they try and go a little too fast, you catch them with the scorch. So it's all about speed.
So speaking of speed, Hollis and I were talking about Null as a really cool identity to bring, and how Null allows you to make these plays that other Anarchs might not be able to. So there was a lot of early aggression there with Null. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see the full range of his abilities. But what were you thinking there, getting in there, those remotes, and how that game went?
So Walter and I have played a lot, and I think the fact that we kind of know each other's play styles helps. But I wanted to be really aggressive because I know he's going to be rushing. And so getting that early imp and getting his construction company and getting that early Atlas was huge.
Yeah.
Totally didn't expect the snare for whatever reason. But I got a little too comfortable after hitting the snare, just because I didn't think. I said, oh, well, he's got 3 credits. He can't C-Source and Scorch me. And, of course, like the 2 cards that it could have been to give him the money were Beanstalk or Green Level, and he got Beanstalk. So it is what it is. I deserved it.
Yeah,
but
it happens.
But it was still a good game. I mean,
for sure.
I think Null overall has been lending to that play style well. I've liked it a lot.
Awesome.
Do you use fixed strength breakers with them, or pumpable breakers and just kind of rely on it for Parasite?
I use Yogg, Mimic, and Paperclip because I tried to make Morningstar work so hard, and I really tried.
Yep.
But Paperclip is so good, and Morningstar is so not.
What about Niffer? Right? It's his breaker,
Okay, so I've actually gone back and forth a lot. I think my biggest reason that I didn't go with it is because, like Alec was saying, he can be really aggressive, and Neffer doesn't seem like it's something that it needs its time to ramp up.
Right.
And so if I don't have the setup to lower a barrier's strength, if I hit a wall of static early and I don't have Parasite or Data Sucker or whatever to get it quite down low enough, then it could...
Isn't a wall of static
low enough?
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Bastion.
A bastion.
Yeah. Anything.
Numbers. But Paperclip is also clickless to install, which I'm a huge fan of.
Pretty great.
So not having to spend a click to install when you're trying to be aggressive is pretty huge.
Yep. So there you go. The game 1 finishing up pretty quickly. Game 2, I think, really starting to get into the mind games, the back and forth. Really interested in that game, how it evolved from a very asset-based game to a very tense, remote. Can you not get in? Tell us about this NEH deck. I know you've been on tons of NEH decks throughout the months and years and however it's been out. Tell us about this particular one. Yeah.
So this one is extremely similar to the Russian NEH that's been popular on Netrunner DB.
Right.
It really relies on assets, advanced assembly lines. There's actually no hedge funds or sweeps weeks in it.
Yep.
There's only 2 Jacksons. So it's been a different experience than my usual play style with NEH.
Right.
But it's the advanced assembly lines just lets it go so fast. And Walter was saying he usually sees corporations as trying to go faster than the runner can set up, and it really does that well.
It was pretty incredible. We were marveling at the recursions of the assembly lines, the Jeeves, the temples, the fact that you were just building all this economy out of seemingly nothing. It was really, really cool.
So that accursed product, it costs 1, it's 4 to trash, and it installs when you score.
Team sponsorship?
Yeah.
Team sponsorship. It took me too long to realize that was the engine. Like, you have to kill team sponsorship, and I let it hang around for too long. I think I had to retrash things. She kept getting that product line back. Team sponsorship, and you need to trash that immediately.
So economically, right, it seemed like this was a real economic battle. And one of the things we found interesting was the use of breaking news to trash the economic resources, right? And that's a tough call, right? Because that puts you on nothing or next to nothing. But it turns out that a couple credits seem to be the deciding factor, at least in that one remote play there.
Absolutely.
So, Walter, tell us a little bit about this Nexus deck you got there. We almost see it get online, not quite fast enough.
I mean, my deck has event econ, or three sure gambles and 3 daily casts, and then it wants to transition into resource-based econ of the underworld contacts and the data foldings and Beth Kilrain Chang. But Holly kneecapped me twice using her sand breaking news, not for the kill as she sometimes does, but instead to trash Beth first and then later on. And that's, I really count on getting the money from those the whole game. I use battering ram for a breaker. Like I have Zoo for the other one. Like they're very expensive, inefficient breakers because the idea is once you've got all the money coming from resources, you don't need a good breaker. You've got the clot to slow the game down, and ultimately the Nexus appears to cut the corp out. Once you have the Nexus in your breakers, I feel you've achieved a lock.
For sure.
But if someone is trashing your resources, you don't want to be clicking for credits to use a battering ram.
Right.
It's 2 to break a vanilla with. Like it's really bad breakers if the resources are gone. And once I got cut down, and then the crowning blow of just, all right, well that Kronos project ate my zoo, so unless I get the Nexus out, I'm literally locked out of her HQ and scoring remote.
Yep.
And also it got my clot, so she can fast advance at will. And it was just like, well, this is I mean, it didn't change too much because she already had in HQ sitting there the virus thing.
Sure. But it did seem like, at least from our perspective, that given a few more turns, maybe another rabbit hole or something, that all of a sudden you start becoming a real threat on any server, Nexus, and just sailing by things. But in a race to the finish, NEH is probably going to get there.
It's pretty good at it.
It's pretty fast.
You have to trash, I think, in order, the sponsorship, the Sands, and
probably
Jeeves.
the Mumba temples.
The Mumba, you're right. The Mumba sponsorship temples, Sansan Jeeves, but how can Sansan be third?
Yeah.
But I mean, you can't leave a daily
Sansan
business
you
show
at least have to have like the
Sensei
econ
actors.
set up for.
Right.
Like they spam, or her deck spams so many low to res, high to trash assets. You have to need an incredible amount of money. I think you need to be on Temujin. Because you can't hide from Temujin with all those
pretty
remotes.
good card. Yep. Well, it was a very thoughtful game. I thought it was great seeing you guys play. Very exciting. So thanks for the games, and good luck with the final round of this tournament. We are going to head into our giveaway results. So I believe you have one final chance. Quickly Mash that hashtag self-mod. Oh, and the dodge pong, the master, has ended the giveaway, and the winner is Celebnar. So, Celebnar, congratulations, whoever you might be out there. This SMC plushie is now yours.
It is rigged. I saw it.
Ugh. Yeah. Ah, well. Those are salty. Don't worry, we've got a real treat for you as well. Everybody watching here, at the end of the next round, we're going to go into our card reveal, first of 2 for the upcoming data pack. So stay tuned for that.
Wait, what?
Oh, yeah. Get excited.
Corey's going to be
It's going to be great.
doing 2
So
escalation cards.
stick
Does he
with
have
us.
escalation, the pack?
Stay tuned.